with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. I got a video. This video is, kind of didn't want to do it. Kind of felt like I was beating on a dead horse doing it, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe it's my paranoid thinking. But I don't know. But before I begin, like, share, and subscribe to the video, channel, share the video. Make sure I break this YouTube algorithm curse that I got going on. Apparently, I make videos longer than, I guess, 7 minutes, but I don't think that's always the case. I think the good threshold to be for YouTube videos is probably between 8 minutes and 17 minutes. I know some people would like to go in and do 30-minute videos or almost an hour video. I don't think I ever did a video that came close to 40 minutes in a long time. But anyways, like, share, subscribe to the channel. So I think a lot of reasons, and I think a lot of it when it comes to these LaColt fanboys, Jokic fanboys, and just people in general, I think a lot of people are not really educated in what they're arguing about, what they're going back and forth about. You see a lot of these LaCotas and Jokic fans out here, they just sprout stuff. They just say stuff, shouting into the atmosphere just to be shouting it to the atmosphere, not really saying anything. They never can rebuttal on why we say what we say. There's always, oh, 50K, 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 50K. It's just like, that's the only rebuttal you got? Is 50K, right? Okay. When the guy stat padded his way to get to that 40K, to pass, not 40K, just to pass Kareem during the 21-22 season. He knew the season was pretty much over. It was a loss. So let me stat pad my numbers so I can get close to Kareem and pass him up. Because I know I ain't going to pass Jordan anything else. And that's another thing. They bring up these goofy ass stats like it means something. Nothing but longevity stats. Longevity and stat padding still doesn't equal to winning. Never will be. Never will have. But a lot of these LaCotas fans, they're just not educated. They're just not educated about the game. And a lot of them don't really love the game. They love him. Not the game, him. And I don't know where this obsession, when it comes for them, because some of these dudes are probably, they'll probably do whatever to protect their Lord and King. That's why they call it LaCotas. It's crazy how much these guys will defend a man they never, ever in their life met. And they probably don't want to meet him. Because if he does, they do meet him, it will be ugly. Because all you're going to hear is, get these ninjas out of here. Get these ninjas out of my face. And that would probably shatter their own world. Well, the ones with a somewhat of a rational brain, that would probably shatter their own world. If he was to say that. But some will just continuously just keep following him. You know how many times Shannon Sharp got dissed? He got LeBron going over here going on Pat McAfee show. But he ain't never, ever been on Shannon Sharp show. But Shannon Sharp will buy a $300 Barbie doll and comforters and everything, just to show his love and appreciation when LeBron don't show it back to him. But anyways, there just isn't any education with these Lakotas members. They just don't go back. And I told this story before. When I was coming up as a 10-year-old boy, I asked for an NBA encyclopedia. I ended up getting it. So I educated myself. I think that encyclopedia just had some of the history of the NBA from the 40s up into the 2000s. I think I got that book around 2001, 2 or something like that. So I only went up to a certain year. And I think the rest of the book was just everyone's stats. I think it was everyone's stats up to a certain point. Because I think the book made it came out, that version of the encyclopedia probably came out in 2000. So, yeah. I remember looking up Ray Allen's stats, and it only had like a couple years on it. I think it had first three seasons on there. His first 3 seasons on there. Damn. It's only 25 at the time. But, yeah. I went through that book religiously, learning about these different players, learning who these players are. NBA TV or NBA.com TV, what it used to be called back in the day, showed the players of the past hardware classic games. Now, I haven't been on NBA TV in a long time. I think they still show these games, but they show like, the last time I was actually on, they were showing like the most current games from like, let's say 3 to 4 years ago. I haven't seen anything in the 70s, 80s like that. It's been current time, past 3 or 4 years. But these guys are just not educated enough. They don't love the game. Which some of these dudes don't even play the game. They just love LeBron. Don't wear shoes though, but love LeBron. See, I love playing the game. Like during research, other players on who played the game. I don't know what the hell I'm also talking about on here. But these guys, nope. Some of these guys don't know nothing. I remember just a couple of days ago, I was actually on the Panel for Ticket TV's live stream. A couple of days ago, this young LeBron fan didn't know nothing. He didn't know nothing about the past. Absolutely clueless. He only knew the present. That was it. And that's also people like ESPN's fault. That's why people don't like JJ Redick, because he went on that stupid tirade talking about the players of past, nothing but freaking plumbers and firemen and taxi drivers. Some of these guys, going back to the 40s, were fighting in World War II. Disrespectful, bum. So when these kids hear that, and I said this time and time again, when the kids hear something like that, oh, they just think like, whatever, poo-poo, F them. There's no honor, no respect for what came before that. It's always disrespectful. And they always get this whole, oh, they don't respect us, so we're going to be disrespectful. Well, you guys walk around disrespectful, no respect for anyone else. So I ain't gonna have someone respect you when you don't respect no one else around you. You dimwits, you nincompoops. But that's not just an NBA thing. That's a cultural thing in itself with these guys. They don't know how to respect the elders, talk down on the elders, curse out an elder if they want to, till they get popped in the face and they ain't looking around acting like, I ain't doing anything wrong. I ain't doing anything wrong. And you sitting here mouthing, talking disrespectful, running your mouth, talking reckless. What do you think was going to happen? That's the thing about some of these young dudes. They talk so much, run their mouth so much. When somebody check them, they want to go crying for the hills. But they ain't doing anything wrong. I'm going off on a tangent now with that one, but it's the truth. These young dudes just, I was always taught, shut the F up. Just shut up. You ain't got nothing else to say and nothing nice to say. Shut up. Especially when you don't know the person. Just shut up. Because some people ain't playing with you. And they ain't gonna show they ain't gonna play with you when they pop you in your mouth. But anyways, that's neither here or there, and not too much of the importance of the video. But it's just not enough education at all. And that's what some of us try to do on YouTube, but they don't want to listen. These kids are hard-headed now. They don't want to listen. I think it was just yesterday. Somebody, Jokic didn't have this. Jokic don't have that. Jokic didn't have anything. He'll have another all-star. All right. I got something for that. I got a lesson for that one. Big time lesson, teachable moment with that. And yes, it's going back to the 70s. And it's appropriate. Because I think it's the 50-year anniversary of this. But I'll do that in a different video. Just to educate these fools. Because not everyone needs a super team to win a game. Or needs this and that. Jokic just don't play no damn defense. I don't want to hear nothing about no second and steals. You can get steals, but if you can't shut down no one-on-one, what's the point? That's Jokic's problem. But anyways, and like I said, the education of a topic, that just goes beyond basketball. It can deal with politics. I think some people don't really understand politics at all, don't understand the economy at all. And they sit here yap and complain, but they don't put in the work to understand why is this happening? Why is that? Why is this? They don't educate themselves at all at anything. Educate themselves in history of anything, history, economics, political behavior and movements, nothing. So if they ain't educated, you know they ain't educating NBA basketball. Or I should say the vice versa. If they ain't educating themselves in NBA basketball, they sure ain't educating themselves on what stuff was probably deemed more important, like learning about the economy and how it works, or the political process of any office. Dudes just go through life just stupid, dumb. But that's most Locotis fans anyway. Like Rick Bucher said, this guy's got no freaking individual thinking. These guys are like freaking, man, I can't even think of, like drones out here. Somebody, the command center sends out a signal, sends out an order. That's what they do. They do what they've been ordered to do. Bunch of drones out here saying the same old stupid ass talking points don't mean nothing. I still, well, I've been asking this question for the last 2 years. What makes LeBron better than Kobe? I don't want to hear about no damn records, numbers. We're looking at the individual eye test. But some of us already know why, but they won't answer it. They won't answer anything like that at all because they're too scared to answer because they probably know the truth about it. I still want to know what makes LeBron better than Jordan. They can't answer that. Keep putting up stupid stats, irrelevant stats that have been stat padded, and longevity stats that don't really tell the whole story. But that's just our society. Let the stupid run uneducated. But that's what I'm trying to educate, but they don't want to listen. Well, anyways, I'm done.